morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to set up our budget for our February paycheck. For those of you new to my channel, we are paid once a month, so we budget paycheck to paycheck, but also on a monthly basis. Our month does not line up with the calendar month. It actually lines up mid-month to mid-month. We normally get paid on the 15th of every month, but because the 15th falls on a weekend, our paycheck is coming the Friday before. So in February, it'll be on the 14th. First, I want to give you a little update to my budget planner. Now, initially, I'll link the video below. I put it in my catch-all planner. This is a little different than the one I showed in the last video. All I did was change out the cover to kind of reflect February, but I did not like having it in this planner anymore. I found that first of all, the stack of papers that I normally keep with my budgeting stuff, it doesn't go so well in this planner, and so I would constantly be looking for something from this stack, so I knew I had to separate it out. So what I did was I took some discs that I had laying around and some covers from one of Happy Planner's, what is it? I can't even think of the name of it, like their guided journals or whatever that they came out with in the fall, and printed off the printables to get me through at least June, and came up with this. So this is my new and updated budget binder. You know, now I can easily keep things in there. Well, these will be folded. I just received these yesterday for my kids, but I can easily keep things in there now, and it's not too bulky. You know, it'll lay somewhat flat once I'm done. I'm going to go in and I'm going to set up the month, color code everything, write in what is due. I'm going to do it for February and into March because some of our bills come into March. I'm going to go through that real quick and then turn on some music and I will be right back. Had to double check real quick that the 15th falls on a Sunday, which means we're getting paid on the 13th. Again, one short pay month, and then we're probably going to have a longer pay month with where the 15th falls in April. Just want to say I love buying these Happy Planner sticker books. I think they're very versatile. The only problem is that I have a hard time using some of these. So like this I could put in for savings, but on this is a very functional planner. These are very functional printouts for me. So things like this would probably be better in my catch-all planner. Right now I'm trying to see if there's any of these kind of boxes, you know, for fuel and groceries, but I see there's groceries here, so maybe there'll be fuel later on. Yep, there's fuel. So let's see if I can find, no, you know what? We're gonna do it this way. So this is the budget for Feb 14 to March 12th, because we get paid again on the 13th. And there is dog hair everywhere still. Lilo, you're napping and leaving hair everywhere. I didn't hit my income goal for January. I will for February, which won't happen till the end of February. I'm sorry, I will at the end of February, which it'll be paid in March. So that is, I won't have any income as well. So we're just going to budget on my husband's $5,600, And again, if I wind up having something come in, I will update this. Usually it will just be that, I didn't budget for it, but it actually came in, and so it would reflect over here. And I remember all these. Okay, non-monthly is $267, gifting is $260, medical is $125, dental is $21, vision is $129. As we get closer to July, as we get closer to our exam date, that will actually diminish and go to zero by the end of the year. I think August. Truck is 91 and septic is 50. For a total of 943. When these start to get lower and some of these sinking funds disappear for the year, I'm going to need a calculator. I'm not going to be able to remember that right away. So I'm going to go down through some, like I said last month, some of these didn't fit, so they will go over here in our debit expenses. But the majority of the ones that are going to be consistent from month to month for a while, I'm going to put here in the bills sections. So these are actual, that's what they are going to be. For my husband's credit card, that's our entertainment, online entertainment stuff, I budget $50 for that. I don't like writing on Post-its. There's like a line, it looks all wonky. My Chase, I budget at $150, but I do notate down here what was actually spent on it between that, their Disney payment, and Chewy. The electric, I always budget $150. In the winter months, it's lower. Insurance, $255. Again, for 5 life insurance policies, our car insurance and our homeowner's insurance. The Explorer is $340. My son's cell phone is $50. Our mortgage is $565. Home phone and landline is $85. My balance transfer, $100, $100, $275. And then cell phone, mine is $48. Okay, this is where I'm going to get a little bit finicky. Our costume balance, I'm gonna budget $212 on that. I know I overpaid my monthly amount by a smidge, and so this is probably going to be lower, but I'm rounding up. Miscellaneous, last month, and I'll link it below, the video below, I said we were going bare bones on our cash envelopes, and as you can see, I have some miscellaneous expenses here, and they all say from food budget, from food budget. This one was actually from food budget. So I'm going to add a miscellaneous category back in this month and call it $40, done. Pet, I'm leaving at $160. I have another Chewy order coming at the end of February. It's on an 8-week auto ship. I'm still learning about this, how much food my dog goes through, how much food my cat goes through, and how much food the 2 bunnies go through. I pay a lot less on Chewy, and I don't have to go get it and take it out of my car. Like, it's literally delivered to the door. But because I would always just go buy it, oh, we're out, let's go buy it, I don't remember how often I would get it. When we had 1 rabbit, it was like once every 5 or 6 weeks or something. So, and the puppy's all new to me. She's still growing and eating a ton. So hair, I'm gonna take out $40. The boys need haircuts, and I know my daughter needs a haircut. I know cutting your hair at home is one way I could save money, but let me tell you right now, and my husband can attest to this, that unless you want a buzz cut, I can't cut hair. I can cut my fingers very well, I can't cut hair. So that is something I pay for. Allowance is just for the kids. Again, Hubs and I aren't taking out any money. That's the standard 60 for the 3 kids. Household, I'm gonna leave at 160 for the month, and food is where I'm bringing in the pencil. If you saw my video last month, you will know that I keep raising this food budget. The kids keep flying through the food budget. Now, those of you with teen boys, I am so glad you guys can commiserate with me. This is ridiculous. And my dad said, because he grew up in a family of 5 boys, he was one of 5 boys, he said it's not going to get any better. So I'm going to put $700 in pencil for now. Yes, it's the same amount I budgeted for last month, but when I go back through and see where we spent all the food money, is $700 still reasonable for food? We'll see. Woo! Would have been better if I caught it. So fuel, I'm still gonna budget $300. I don't think we're gonna reach that for January into February paycheck. However, February into March, March into April, I'm driving down every single weekend now because it's musical rehearsals, and they don't do it after school like it was when I was growing up. I didn't go to this district though, but where I grew up was rehearsals were after school every day and the late bus took you home. Well, rehearsals are after school Mondays and Thursdays, and then there's Saturdays and Sundays. We didn't have Saturday and Sunday rehearsals, and there's no late bus, so I have to pick him up. Therapy, I'm going to assume each boys are having 2 appointments each, so I'm going to budget 60. Kohl's is 27. Dance, this is for their March tuition. I keep budgeting 190, but the last statement I got said 181 and change, so let's do 185 and see where that goes. Disney is another 100. Chorus, I think this is the $65 payment, but I'm not sure. There was a 65 and a 66, so I'm going to budget 66 to be safe. And then Old Navy is being paid off. The minimum payment was due on the 6th. I auto scheduled that, and so I'm taking the minimum payment and then paying the rest of it off in the same month. So I don't think I'm going to incur any interest charges, but if I do, there's a little bit of a buffer. I don't know why that number just didn't sound right. Oh, and I didn't add this up. Any remaining money going to debt, end of discussion. Like last month, when the income actually comes in and I add it all up, what I actually send over, what is actually spent, because these are high numbers. Like I said, the electric is never 150. And then these numbers. So when all that comes in, I will deal with this. In the meantime, 5,600 minus 943 minus 2208 minus 1372 minus 867 is $210. That's a big buffer. So as of right now, and no other miscellaneous expenses, $210 is what we should have to send to debt. I will go through and set these up very shortly. I don't like doing this on video. Some things I do prefer to remain private. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see how we are doing throughout February's paycheck, you want to see more update videos, please let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more videos like this, please hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate it very much. Thank you. And until next time, bye.